truly good man of God. And when you've been exposed to something that wasn't. Hello, somebody. The more you go through, the greater the reward. Y'all hear me? The more you go through, the greater the reward. God is a God of balance. Yes, amen. When we have these kind of programs, you got to show the glory of God on the other side. Amen. All I heard tonight was how the devil got glory. I need to know how God got some glory out of this. Hello, somebody. I need to know how God got some glory out of this. I heard I'm sitting back there. I want to cry. I thought I was at a funeral. I need to know that God gets some glory out of this. Now, I want you to know that after she endured and she stayed in church and she kept serving God, what God did for you?
He brought me out and he got me a husband.
What kind of husband? What kind of husband?
A good husband, a man that goes to church.
You ain't crying now. Is you crying? When you talk about him, is you crying? That's what I want to hear. I want to hear what God can do. I know man will beat you, but God will deliver you. Hallelujah. God will save you. Yes. Come on, saints. Let's give God some glory up in here. Let's give God some glory up in here. Praise the Lord. And I tell you all the time, Father, I thank you in the name of Jesus. I give you all the honor and all the glory. There's but one God. And we serve God because God, there's nothing like you. And as I hear you tonight, Lord, please let me do not show up in this place. Lord, because tonight somebody needs to see you even in an hour when they don't understand you. We thank you now for all things in Jesus' holy name. I got one question. Y'all may be seated. Before I preach, I got one question. Who is sinning when a person is abused? The victim or the person that's doing the abuse? Who is sinning? Huh? Who's sinning? The person that's doing abuse and also the person that's being abused. The reason is, saints, never in the Bible did you see where God said you're supposed to stay there and get beat. Never in the Bible did you see where God said you're supposed to stay there and get beat. If you stay there and get beat, you're not doing what God wants you to do. And if you're not doing what God wants you to do, you're sinning. Get the hell out of there! You got too much trust in a man or a woman or a circumstance, a thing. Get the hell out of there! You're just as wrong as he is if you stay there and let him do it. It's a two-way street. Can't nobody take your self-esteem. You got to give it away. I gave mine away. Time and time again. I gave it away to the church. Gave it away to women. Gave it away to my mama. Selling myself short so they'll be proud of me. Selling myself short. I come to tell you today. Got a word for you. Won't be before you long. Be right up out of here. Yesterday we preached a sermon said, don't be afraid. Tonight I'm going to tell you God don't want your offering. God don't want your offering. You don't have to go there, but I'm going to the book of Malachi. The book of Malachi chapter 2. And when you leave up out of here tonight, you will never look at domestic violence ever again in the way that you've seen it tonight. You will see I do not have to partake and I do not have to receive of it. Hello, somebody. Come on now, ladies, I do not have to partake.
I do not have to partake.
And I do not have to receive of it.
I do not have to receive of it.
We all a problem. I don't want your offering. The word of God reads Malachi 2:10 through 14. Have we not one Father? Has not one God created us?
Yes.
Why do we deal treacherously every man against his brother by profaning the covenant of our fathers? This ain't what I want. Hang on a second. New Living Translation, because I want you to understand it plainly what I'm reading.
Amen.
It says here, it says, are we not children of the same Father? Are we not all created by the same God? Then why do we betray each other? Then why do we betray each other, violating the covenant of our ancestors? Judah has been unfaithful and detestable. A detestable thing has been done in Israel and in Jerusalem. The men of Judah have defiled the Lord's beloved sanctuary by marrying women who worship idols. May the Lord cut off from the nation of Israel every last man who has done this and yet brings an offering to the Lord of heaven armies. Here's another thing you do. You cover the Lord's altar with tears, weeping, and groanings, because he pays no attention to your offerings and doesn't accept them with pleasure. You cry out, why doesn't the Lord accept my worship? Why doesn't the Lord accept my worship? You cry out, why doesn't the Lord accept my worship?
My Lord.
Men, what are you doing? Turning yourself into a god. And then you think you have the right to punish what belongs to God. Women, what are you doing? Honoring a man in the way that you should only honor God. What are you doing? And then we look at each other. And I want to point the finger at you, and you want to point the finger at me. And I tell you clearly, if you stay around something long enough, you're going to become it.
My Lord.
We hear the war stories. But we don't hear the story of a boy that when he was in 5th grade that he hit a girl, and when he hit the girl, the teacher told him cowards hit girls, and he never hit a girl again. 5th grade, my teacher told me, cowards hit girls. I never wanted to be looked at as a coward, so I did not hit a girl again. You hang around something long enough, it will draw you in, saints. If you know, ladies, if you know a man has got a temper, you know what's coming next. Men, if you know women is after something other than loving you, you know what's coming next. You're going to get mad because you're going to get tired of being used. So why do we sit here and blame one another and not look at the picture in totality? It's a two-way street. God said he's no respecter of persons. He don't love one more than the other. Notice what the scripture says. It says God don't want your worship. If you're beating on what belongs to him, if you're hurting what belongs to him, if you're hating what belongs to him, he said, well, don't come up here with them tears. The man is just as much a victim, if not more so, than the woman. Why? He can't do it if she ain't there. He can't do it if she ain't there. But what has happened, saints? The man loved you because you have made him your idol. You hear what God just said in his word? He mad at the man for accepting a woman, making him their God. He said, I don't want your worship, man. You ain't got nothing to offer me. You don't have nothing to offer me. Notice what he said. He says here clearly, Pastor, do you hear? He says here very clearly. He says here clearly. He says, then men of Judah, listen what he said, Judah has defiled, has been unfaithful and detestable. A detestable thing has happened and been done. The men of Judah defiled the Lord's beloved sanctuary. How? How did he defile it? By worship of idols. You married a woman that worshiped something other than God. You wanted her because she worshiped you. God said, you ain't got nothing to offer me, man. You wanted her because she made you a God. Can you see that? And God said he's mad at the man for marrying you, knowing that you didn't love God and you loved him more than you love God, and he's mad at the woman Because God is what kind of God? He's a jealous God. We need to slow this thing down and understand that we all belong to the same Father. We all, if you're around something long enough, you're going to fall into the trap. See, we all hear the story about the war story about First Lady and I, what we went through the first 8 years of the first time we were together for 8 years. We all know that story. But the story that we don't know is that boy in 5th grade that refused to hit women. Would not hit her for 4 years. Did not touch her for 4 years. You got to understand something, saints. This is why I'm telling you, walk away. Somebody say, walk away.
Walk away.
Ask the Lord to give you the gift of goodbye. Y'all hear me? Ladies, you need in your spirit a gift of goodbye. Nobody really know why everybody hear the story about First Lady and I and how we went through it and we fought and we did this and we did that. But what they don't tell you is I walked away because I couldn't stand to hurt. I didn't leave her because I didn't love her no more. Do you understand what I'm saying? I was sick when it came to her. We were toxic for each other. So I walked away. And so the next 10 years of my life, you're absolutely right. This is what I'm trying to tell you. Walk away, Satan, before you get sick. Because the next 10 years of your life, now you're in love with somebody you can't be with because you can't be around them. And then what you're going to do? You're going to punish yourself. I punished myself for 10 years. Do you understand what's going on here?
Yes.
But you got to see God working. You got to see God working. See, God said, if you ain't got nothing good to say about something, don't say nothing at all. I want you to know, even in a place of domestic violence, you are living because God says, you know what? I want you to learn how to walk up. If you can't walk away from something that's beating on you, don't you know that's your God? Huh? You have made him or her your God. Oh, First Lady beat on me for 4 years. Like to cut my hand off. She said. Yet I did not touch her. But when she cut my hand off, I did bite myself into a corner. I said, if you ever pull a knife on me again, we gonna have to do this. Because my hand was literally hanging off. I wish I had never said that. Because now I had to prove I was a man. Because I could not say it and then I put another knife on me and not prove that I was a man. And I was, can I say it? Can I just say it? Huh? Can I just say it? I became the ass of asses. Because I knew better. Do you understand what I'm saying? What I'm trying to say to you today is it's a two-way street. It's a painful thing to be an accomplished person and to live an accomplished life and want to see everybody better and better through your accomplishments. That's what I'm saying. But at the same time, you also want to live on the accomplishments of others too, because you don't want to be that person. You don't want to be the smartest person in the room all the time. That's a painful place to be, saints. And I'm not, even right now, I'm not the smartest person in this room, and I thank God for it. But the bottom line is, saints, you got to understand something. It is what it is. The Bible says, test the spirit by the Spirit. Know what you're dealing with. Know who you're dealing with. You ain't got to make fun of Bishop. Bishop made fun of himself yesterday, didn't he? Because I don't care about this flesh. I don't care about this life. And there's only one place you can go where you don't care about this life. But the thing about it, saints, and I'm going to help you out. This is why you need to leave a domestic situation. Because y'all ain't going to never make it. If you're in a domestic situation, Y'all ain't gonna never make it because the only way y'all know to live is in domestic violence. Do you hear me? So now when you begin to heal and she begins to heal and you begin to heal, now y'all ain't got nothing in common because the only thing y'all had in common was fussing and fighting. Walk away. God don't want your worship. You can come to church all day long, and I can tell you when you come to church, you're going to praise somebody else's wife more than you praise your own. Because y'all ain't got nothing else. Because y'all don't know how to live without being domestic. Y'all don't know how to live with each other. It's just like somebody who's been on drugs all their life. Then all of a sudden they come off them. And you've been used to taking care of them. Now that you can't take care of them no more, you don't know what to do. Because your whole job was you have built a life of taking care of them. I had a friend once told me, he said, y'all don't know Maurice. Y'all have not met Maurice. He's a different beast. And what I want to tell you today, ask God for the gift of goodbye. Somebody other than God or something other than God cannot be your idol. God says, if they do not receive the message of love, walk away. Wipe the dust off your feet. Walk away. If I got to stay with you to talk about you, complain about you, I ain't got no business with you. As long as you are sitting here, see, y'all got to remember something. Victims never meet God. Victims never meet God. And as long as you're in a domestic situation, you are going to be a victim. Why can't I meet God staying in a domestic situation? Anybody know? Anybody know why I can't meet God staying in a domestic situation? I just told you. Because the thing I won't walk away from, I have made my what? Hello! Victims never meet God. When I see somebody position themselves to look like a victim, I say they don't know God. Because see, when I know God, I don't live as a victim, I live in victory. Amen. No matter what I go through, no matter what Bishop wrestled with, no matter what I go through, guess what? You're going to see me thriving. Because I know I am never a victim. I am victorious. And I come to encourage you, take out that victim mentality and grab hold of God for real, and say, you know what? Even though you think you got me down, I'm breathing, and because I'm breathing, that tells me God is with me. The question is, do I know it or not? The question is, do I know it or not? He said, I only gave you a breath for one thing, brother. Do you have the courage to walk away? Come in. Here's my wife. Here's my wife. I love her, then I hit her. Watch this. Watch this now. I love her, then I hit her. When I hit her, I'm telling you I love you, but I don't want you. When I talk about her, I'm telling you I love you, but I don't want you. Saints, you got to understand something. The closer you get to God, the more pretenders are going to be exposed. You hear me? So when pretenders are about to be exposed, they turn themselves into victims. Do y'all hear me? They turn themselves into what? Victims. Why? Because they're seeking resolve from man rather than who? If I'm victorious, I don't call on man, I don't call on woman, I call on who? But if I'm a victim, I need somebody I can touch and somebody can pat me on my back and make me feel good for a moment. But I don't want to feel a feel-good moment. I want to live victoriously, eternally. You see it? I told you yesterday, the whole problem is we come out of one relationship And the first thing we say when we come out that last relationship, I ain't gonna never let nobody else do me like that. So when you get a good brother or sister, they suffer. I told you right now, very few people know God. And I'm through. After I tell you this, why do very few people know God? I told you this yesterday. Don't be afraid. Why do very few people know God? Because the first girlfriend or boyfriend you had was not the one God gave you. He was not the one God gave you. Because he or she didn't look good enough. He or she wasn't fine enough. He or she wasn't smart enough. He or she didn't wear the right kind of clothes. So no. But he or she loved you to death. Y'all know y'all all had that one boy that really liked you, but you were... You all right. You had one like that? Really liked you, but you didn't want him, did you? Huh? See what I'm saying? So you took what you want, and so now if you're not accepting what God has for you, you're accepting what who has for you? Satan. So what Satan did, he hurt you. You know what I'm talking about, don't you? You know that first relationship where they broke your heart. You know that first boyfriend broke your heart. Huh? How many of you got their heart broken in their first real relationship? Tell truth. Now I want to know, I question if you really know God. I question if you really, because once love hurts you, you put up a guard and say, I'll never let nobody do this to me again. And you can't find God without unadulterated, pure love. So I come to you tonight, and I want you to make your offering to God valuable again. I want you to stop concerning yourself about how other people feel about you, or about what other people say about you, about what other people think about you. My mama don't like me sometimes. Sometimes your mama don't like you. My wife don't like me sometimes. Sometimes I don't like her. Pastor don't like me sometimes. Burn don't like me sometimes. Sometimes I don't like them. You're always going to be in a place when you're dealing with people where things are not going to go in a way that you want them to go for the people that you expect to love you to show you love. But God. Somebody say, but God.
But God.
That's my guarantee. That's where I rest. So when my wife don't like me, guess what? I can love her through it because I got the love of God. When you don't like me, I can love you through it because I got the love of God. In other words, I'm not weak no more because you don't love me. Do y'all know how weak we get when we in love with somebody and they don't love us back? Do y'all know how weak y'all get? Wait a minute. Don't tell me you don't get weak. Some things you know you wouldn't have did if things was where you thought they were supposed to be that you would do when you're weak. She about to leave you. But now, you know you don't normally do this, but I'm going to do this now because you know I don't want her to go. No, you're weak. You don't never have to get vulnerable like that when you're dealing with who? God's love is always real. It's always real. It's always real. All I want in my life is one thing. I don't want to stop drinking if God don't want me to. I don't want to stop drugging if God don't want me to. I don't want to stop lying if God don't want me to. All I want is one thing. Whatever I need to do for God to be pleased with me. Do you hear me? Do you hear what I'm saying? I need God pleased with me. I need you to make God the most important thing in the world. Because when God is the most important thing in the world, then and only then do you go places where God needs you to go. Me and you talk about stuff today you wouldn't talk about with nobody else. Am I right? Huh? Why? Because he knows I'm there with him, and if I'm there with him, I can't judge him if I am him. If I am him, I can't judge him if I am him. Do y'all hear me? Huh? It's okay. Always understand when there are distractions, the distractions are for a reason. there's something powerful that you need to get. And God said, allow the distraction to see how bad you want it. Wake up. Make your offering to God valuable again. Make your worship to God valuable again. Can anybody see this? What? I'm going to read it one more time. It says, Are we not all children of the same Father? Are we not all children of the same? Are we not created by the same God? So why in the world would I try and make somebody pull somebody in my corner to look down on something that came from the same place I came from and say he my father as well as yours? Y'all see this? I don't know God. And I'll be honest with you, there's even in this moment, even as a bishop, there are some places God take me where I don't know him. Because if I knew him everywhere he took me, I would totally understand him. And if I totally understand him, I would be God and not him. So even as a bishop, there are some places God takes me and I don't know him. But I tell you one thing, I know where I do know him when I'm in trouble. I do know where I do know him when I'm in a place where I don't want to be. So if somebody tell you don't know God, you tell them, you know what, I might be in that place. Don't go to speaking in tongues and prophesying and not knowing the word, because God said anytime you speak in tongues, what he said, Pastor? There must be what? There must be an interpreter. He said, because the whole point of ministry is to edify a soul, not to make them wonder what you're saying. I need you to know the Lord tonight. And I need you to know that you might not have nowhere to go, but you always got God. If you put all your trust in God, he'll give you a place to go when you don't think you got nowhere to go. Do y'all hear me? So I'm asking tonight, if you are in a place of domestic violence, just walk away. Don't make God punish the man no more, because God gonna put him through it, because you are worshiping him when you should be worshiping God. God say, I'm mad at both of y'all. I'm mad at you for accepting somebody worshiping you over me, and I'm mad at her for worshiping me, you over me. You see it? Is this plain? God said, if you're worshiping anybody over me, I don't want your worship. If you got to tear down anybody to victimize yourself, I don't want your worship. I don't want your worship. You are a different person, saints. You are a different person. I'm out of here. You are a different person when you meet God. And people know what they can't stand when you meet God. Know what they're not going to be able to stand? Your confidence. Pastor got confidence right now that can't nobody move. I ain't worried about her no more. I worried about my daughter for years, but I'm not worried because I know she's with God because of her confidence. You hear me? And when you get confident, guess what? People know they can't move you, manipulate you, and you see clearly. Y'all hear this? And when people are used to moving you, manipulating you, and now you can see clearly, now they're gonna stop bringing up all the things that they thought you did to them and assume you're doing. And we know what assuming is, right? Anybody see this tonight? So stop coming down, stop staying on the ground like a chicken when you're supposed to be soaring like an eagle. Y'all hear me? Chickens want to hang around chickens and fight over what's on the ground. An eagle soars and it picks what it wants. It don't wait for it to come to them. Hello, somebody. So today we pick God. We choose God. We pick heaven. We choose heaven. We pick love. We choose love. We pick faith. We choose faith. We pick peace. We choose peace. Because we're eagles. We're eagles. And I do not pick a person over God. And I'm not going to victimize a person over God. Before I abuse you, I will walk away from it. I got a history. When I saw that I love elect lady, I said I can't keep doing this. They always talk about I left for the church girl. I left because I'm hurting what I love. Y'all don't know. Do y'all know what it's like to really love somebody and hurt what you love? Do you really know? An abuser don't care. An abuser can't love. They don't have enough love to walk away. Most times the woman will run away, but the man, the abuser, the one that's doing the physicality, he don't normally walk away. He said, I got me somebody who worship me. I don't want nobody worshiping me, especially if I love you. I walked away because I was hurting what I love. So I'm telling you right now, ladies, men, just as many men. See, because we are stronger. We think we only see the abuse of the man. But a man can't match the wits of a woman. And so when y'all get the best of us with your mouth, now we use our strength. Our natural strength. A man can't match the wits of a woman. So most times, ain't nobody going to jail for verbal abuse, is there? Y'all see what I'm saying? Huh? But which one do you think leave the scars the longest? Huh? See what I'm saying? But you got men who do both now. Am I right? We all right? But I tell you what, if you endure it, and you stand strong, and you the minute you choose God over whoever you were worshiping, he'll give you a robber. He'll give you a robber. I promise you he will. You hear that, ain't? Huh? You mad at somebody right now? But see, that's why I like to do these games right here. I hope y'all don't. After a night like tonight, it's just like going to see a racist movie, and the big white man been beating on the black man, and the first white person you see, you want to beat. And it's the same way when you do a sermon or a section like this. I mean, if you mess around and run into, let it go. See, because you got to understand. When you are being abused, you turn into a hater when you abuse. Right. And what God despises more than anything? Hate. So God said, I got two haters fighting, and I let them fight it out. I ain't got nothing to do with hate. It's a shame one of them got to kill one of them to realize that they love them. I let them fight it out, and I let one hate kill the other until that hate realized after it's gone, wow, I really miss her. I really miss him. Oh, I love him. Stop it right now. Stop it right now. You're not a victim. You're victorious. And so when we're victorious, we look at what's trying to kill us, and we say, I'm victorious over this. I don't need you, and I walk away from you. Somebody say, Lord, thank you for you as we get out of here. And repeat after me. Father, this is the day that the Lord has made. Everybody ain't what they seem. Everybody is not what I want them to be. But I do know one constant. God's going to be the same today, yesterday, and forevermore. And rather than abuse Adam and Eve, God walked away. Y'all saw that? When Adam and Eve hurt God, rather than kill them, hurt them, he left them. Telling you what to do if somebody's professing to love you. So right now say, Lord, thank you.
Lord, thank you.
Because I feel a new gift. Y'all like y'all don't. I feel a new gift. And I thank you for it in advance. And I will use it when I need it. And I will tell them, God gave me a gift just for you. And know what it is? Somebody tell me what it is. Goodbye. God gave me a gift just for you. And know what it is? The gift of goodbye. Y'all hear that? You are no animal. You ain't nobody's slave. You ain't nobody that somebody should be able to talk down to, and you accept it. You give them the gift that God gave you tonight. What gift he gave you tonight?
Goodbye.
The gift of goodbye. Say, love me.
Love me.
But if you hate me, goodbye. God bless everybody. Have a good night.